Today I am going to show you my favorite way of preparing a really high protein, very filling breakfast for backpacking that's not super crazy on the carb front, so it's a little easier to deal with your blood sugars. So let's get started. This is all a take on the classic oatmeal, but we're not going to use those gross Quaker oatmeal instant packets that are just sugary and don't really taste that good. We're not going to use that. So I start with a vacuum seal bag that I make in my food saver, because I'm going to food save this when I'm done. So let's start with the base, which is oatmeal. I use these plain oatmeal packets from Trader Joe's. They're 26 grams of carbs with 4 grams of fiber, so 22 grams net. And they have whole grain oats, quinoa, amaranth with flax seeds and chia seeds. I like them because they don't have any added flavor or sugar, and they work really well for just leaving them to cold soak overnight while you're sleeping when you're hiking. You can also use whatever oats you want, but plain. Okay, to add a little bit more nutrition to this, because when you're in the backcountry, it's not like you're getting the widest breadth of nutrition, we're gonna add some chia seeds. And all my measurements are not super exact. They're exact enough for a, basic carb count. I'm doing like a little spoonful. Yeah, we'll just get some extra calories with those, and chia seeds have no net carbs because they're as many grams of fiber as carbs. So it doesn't really matter how much you put in, unless you don't want a ton of fiber. But that's our chia seeds. And 2 tablespoons has 120 calories. I definitely didn't put 2 tablespoons, but extra calories, yes ma'am. Next, we add some healthy scoops of whole milk powder. This could be whatever creamy powder you like. Coconut milk powder, heavy cream powder, I don't know, whatever you like. But this this particular one gives you 35 calories for every tablespoon, which is not bad, and it helps make it all extra creamy. So, like, this is just the Anthony's brand. You can get all sorts of powdered stuff. Oh, this is precarious. So we're gonna put that in, and I'll do another half of what I did then. That works. Now we do the big kahuna, which is our protein powder. Do you think this is big enough? This is just your typical whey protein powder. It's the Optimum Nutrition brand. You can get it Amazon, Vitamin Shop, wherever. But I like it because it has like 3 grams of carbs for every scoop, and there's 24 grams of protein, 120 calories. So this will amp up your oatmeal for sure, and it will make it taste good, and it will sweeten it. So this is just the vanilla ice cream flavor, which I like because it goes with all sorts of other flavor combinations, but I also use chocolate protein powder sometimes. It's really whatever tickles your fancy. So we're gonna do a good scoop of this. And you probably don't need the milk powder with the protein powder, because the protein powder is pretty creamy, but we're going for luxury here, okay? Okay, look at this creaminess. So we have our base, our milk powder, our protein powder. Now is where we get a little jiggy with it. So here's where you go crazy with freeze-dried fruit. Trader Joe's has like 7 types of freeze-dried fruit. Strawberries, mixed berries, raspberries, blueberries, bananas, apples, mango. The mango is fire. Whatever you like. You can also mix it with some coconut strips, coconut chips. These add 220 calories for a quarter cup, so that's pretty good bang. And also very kind on the blood sugars. A quarter cup has net 2 grams of carbs. So, you know, whatever you want it to taste like right now, I'm going to go with some freeze-dried peach slices that I found at Target. They don't taste as good as the Trader Joe's freeze-dried fruit, but it'll do. So I'm gonna put, let's see, I have a handful. Put that in. I think I'm gonna need some more. Maybe a little more. And this whole package has 30 grams of carbs, 4 grams fiber, so 26 grams of carbs. I used maybe 20% of the pack, so 20% of a fifth of 26 is like 5-ish, so there's like 5-ish grams of carbs in the peaches I put in here. And then because we're fancy, we're gonna make it like a little bit of a peach cobbler. Put a little cinnamon in here. Oh, and that gives me a good idea. Like if you had some pecans to throw in there for a little crunch, that would be delicious. So yeah, we have our little peach cobbler oatmeal. Oh my God, that smells so good. And we're going to go vacuum seal this so it stays nice and fresh until I need to use it. So let's go. Here it is, all vacuum sealed, super small, fits nicely in your bear can, your food bag, and super compact, and way better ingredients and way better tasting than any like $12, company freeze-dried breakfast that you can buy, and way better than the Quaker oatmeal gross packets. So now I'm going to write down what the flavor is, because all of these start to look the same. And I'm going to write down an approximation of the amount of carbs for myself in the future, so I know how much to give myself for insulin. So it was 22 grams for the oatmeal, and I said 5 grams for the peaches, around 27, okay. $27 grams of carbs, around 27 grams of carbs, peach oatmeal. And I don't give myself explicit amounts of water to add, because what I like to do when I'm backpacking is have a jar, whether that's a Talenti jar or this Vargo bot that I recently bought. That's a titanium like pot, but with a lid on it that you can use for cold soaking. Very excited about that. But I'll just stick this in whatever cold soaking vessel I have, and I'll add by look what looks like enough water, and just let it sit out with, my bear can and everything overnight. And in the morning I have cold soaked oats, and like basically, it's not fresh fruit, but I have fruit in the backcountry and this huge protein bomb, and it's not going to absolutely spike me, which is really great, because usually going out of camp, you have some climb and you don't want to give yourself a bunch of insulin for breakfast. So This is a great way to give yourself a bit of an easier time with your blood sugar, but still pack a calorie and protein punch and flavor punch, okay? Flavor Town. While you're backpacking, give it a try. Let me know if you find a fun flavor combo that I should try. See ya.